Blind people of Reddit who have done acid, what did you see? Here's a great quote from this article about a blind 70-year-old former rock musician's experience with acid. I never had any visual images come to me. I can't see or imagine what light or dark might look like, Mr. Blue Pentagon told the researchers. But under the influence of LSD, lysergic acid, diethylamide, also known as acid, sounds felt unique and listening to music felt like being immersed in a waterfall, he said. The music of Bach's Third Brandenburg Concerto brought on the waterfall effect. I could hear violins playing in my soul and found myself having a 1-hour-long monologue using different tones of voices. LSD gave everything height. The sounds coming from songs I would normally listen to became three-dimensional, deep and delayed. I'm legally blind, colorblind, photosensitive and I have nystagmus. I've done shrooms and everything turned neon orange and purple for a bit one time. I can say that doing shrooms definitely helps me see color more, which is nice since everything seems very muted for me most of the time, but probably not the colors I should be seeing. Salvia was a fucking nightmare, but not because of the visuals were awesome, childhood kaleidoscope toys IRL anyone? But no one ever told me I shouldn't try to move while under the influence of salvia. Good thing you can't really move, or I'm pretty sure I would have broken something flip-flopping around trying to figure out why I couldn't really move or stand up. I was legit scared the first time because I thought I had seriously fucked myself up. Also, that shit smells horrible. I never knew a plant could smell so much like rotten garbage and feet. I'm legally blind. I've done acid and mushrooms. My blind spot lit up with cool visuals, probably the same as if you closed your eyes. And you people are stupid AF if you think text-to-speech and screen readers, along with other special software and apps are not available for blind and low vision people to use computers and the internet. As a blind person, I have always wanted to try acid to find out. Also as a blind person, I am so tired of people assuming we cannot get online. It is 2020. Technology exists. Google it, people. I was seeing everything in black and white with explosion of color. And also the ice around me started lifting at some point. Didn't care much because I was mentally on the moon. For everyone asking how blind people use a phone/computer and how could blind people see this, you can use a specific device that either connects to your phone, is an app actually installed on your phone/computer, or just a device itself where you can browse social media and it will read off posts/describe pictures for you. Or you can talk and it will write out posts for you. Much better speech recognition than iPhone mics lol. Or you can use a braille keyboard to type. Also remember, not everyone who is legally blind is completely and totally blind. You can be classified as blind with vision less than 2200, and this means that you could also use screen applications like Zoom features and such if you can technically see, just not so well. I dropped acid back in high school. I had a good trip, too good in fact. It's hard to describe, but it was like my brain was made of molten lava racing down bobsled trails. Thoughts were fire. I could understand problems all at once, they weren't even problems long enough to be interesting. The fire spread to my bloodstream, and I could feel my heart pumping lava throughout my body. I kept trying to find things to think about, and as I understood them it was like explosions going off throughout my brain and body. It was an incredible feeling. As an emotionally blind person, it made me feel less isolated. I never feel like I relate to my age group unless I'm drunk. Unsurprisingly developed a drinking problem and had to stop, leaving me disconnected again. I've never been diagnosed with anything outside of bipolar and ADHD. Popped me out of my shell, helped me relate. Not just in the moment, but residually. And that counts for a lot for me. It dropped the idea of why would they want to get to know me/spend time with me etc. I didn't see new colors, but I saw humanity and kindness my past of abuse had made me oblivious to. My grandfather went truly blind late in his life. As far as I know, there was a blood clot or something in his eye which cut off oxygen and the whole eye died. They said 1 in a million chance that it could happen to the other eye, and 6 months later it did. No light or dark sense, no idea which direction he was facing or anything. Asking my friend's mother, who is blind, she did it while in college and said that she would feel things and hear strange noises. I did ayahuasca recently and it is all done in the dark. All my visions and hallucinations were internal. Hard to describe, but they were all inside my brain. Half the time I didn't even know if my eyes were open or not. Now I read this questions, I realize that vision as we know it isn't even vaguely necessary to have the full force of a trip. In fact, I doubt my trip would have been much visually different if I was blind.